everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel, The Cutting Board. Today I'm going to do a story time while I do my makeup. And the reason I look so pale is because I'm doing a makeup look that coincides with the story, because it centers around a dance club I used to go to with my friends. And this is how, the general people that went there would do their makeup. I didn't do my makeup this way. I looked like this when I would go. Maybe a little eyeliner, some lip color, but I didn't do everything I'm going to do today. But, and it's kind of a creepy story. So we went to this place. We used to go there quite a bit, me and my friends. There was 3 sisters and then one other girl, and we would just go out clubbing and dance to, mostly alternative is what we liked. So we went to this club called the Milk Bar. It was awesome. I miss it a lot, but I probably didn't have to do that wing just yet. They would have never in the 80s, or the early 90s, they would have never done that, but I'm gonna leave it now. I'm gonna commit to it. So, and it was always packed, and it's a Navy town, so there was always a lot of Navy guys there. And, sometimes they weren't the purest people in the world, So, we're at the Milk Bar, and I got kind of tired a little bit, so I went back. There's this little lounge area between the men's bathroom and the ladies' bathroom. So I was sitting at this table, in this chair at this table, and this guy comes over. And I'm like, oh God, here we go. Let's hear the pitch. That is terrible. I did a terrible job. But he started talking to me, and he's like, yeah, this isn't really my scene. And I'm like, oh, I like it. And then we just started talking about this other place nearby that I liked. And he goes, oh, do you want to go there? Just immediately. He was on top of me with, do you want to go there? I'm like, oh, no, I'm here with friends. I can't really take off. He goes, well, no, we'll just take off. And I'm like, no, I don't want to go with you. And he was trying hard to get me to leave this club with him, right? So, this is so ridiculous looking. I'm doing terrible. I can't talk and do my eyes at the same time, I guess. But anyway, he was trying really hard to get me to go with him. They did do a very thick black eye makeup underneath, so I may be able to save the day. So anyway, he's trying really, really hard to get me to go with him, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go, and he's just trying. He wouldn't give up. And then my friends, I saw them go to the restroom, and they came out and said, hey, and they didn't trust him. And I'm like, oh, hey. I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. So we went, and I think we went to another dance club or something. So when we got in the car, I was telling them about this creep. I said he was just a creep, because they were like, so what was the deal with that guy? And I was like, he was a creep. He kept trying to get me to leave with him. I'm pretty sure he's looking for someone to rape. I was always so suspicious of men. But I mean, he was like seriously trying to get me to leave with him. Right? So I don't know, I think we went to another place called the Netherworld or something like that, and then we went home. No big deal, right? So when I got home, I'm telling my mom about this creeper. Like, it was so weird. He was trying his darndest to get me to go with him. And she was like, well, I mean, I would have never gone with him even if he wasn't creepy. He was a young guy, but that desperation and trying to get you to leave with him makes him come off as really super creepy. So, but I mean, I would have never gone off with him anyway. You know what I mean? So then I'm like doing my thing in the house or whatever. My mom says, Dawn, come here, come here. And so I go down, I'm like, what's up? And she said, they said on the news, some girl's body was found by the Landon, like by the river at the Landon. There was like a river walk, like a walkway, and then there was a shopping center, but a girl was found there, dead. She was assaulted and strangled. So they announced on the news that she did have a milk bar stamp on her hand, which you got when you were, I think you got the stamp if you were under 21. And you got, yeah, if you were under 21, you got a stamp on both hands. And if you were over 21, you got a wristband. So, and the stamp says, you know, the milk bar on it. So they deduced that she was at the milk bar and possibly met somebody there and left with him from the milk bar. So I was like telling my mom, I was like, God, it could have been the same guy, that same weirdo that was trying to get me to leave with him. And her body was found in the general area of where he was trying to get me to go with him. He wanted me to go with him to walk along the river walk by the Landon, which is exactly where they announced that they found this girl's body. So, you know, that was creepy. I'm trying to find a green that's a little more dramatic than that green I put on there. So my mom thought, I don't know if there's any information you can help them with, but you should probably call them and tell them about that guy, just in case. You know, they might want to hear it. And I'm like, okay, I will, but whatever. And so I called the police station. Well, I called the one near us, which wasn't the Jacksonville one, but they were able to get me through to an officer. And, you know, I told him, hey, I was at the milk bar last night. I'm calling in regards to the news report I saw about the young lady that was found strangled or found murdered on the river walk by the Landon. He's like, yes, do you have information for me? Like, I don't know, but I mean, I could just tell you what happened to me last night. And he goes, okay. So he heard enough and he was like, we're going to send a detective out to speak with you. I'm like, okay. So the detective shows up and he was super duper nice too. And he wanted me to tell him what happened. So I said, well, me and my girlfriend went to the milk bar and he asked what time it was. And we got there about 10 p.m. And we danced for a little while and then I got tired. So I went and sat down in the lounge area between the ladies' room and the men's room. And this guy came and sat down and he goes, what did he look like? What was he wearing? And I explained to him. And I said he looked like maybe he was in the Navy, and he was wearing Levi jeans and a dark green button-down shirt. And, you know, he was blonde, like dirty blonde. And I said, he didn't speak with an accent. He was Caucasian. I don't know if any of this is helping. He goes, no, it's helping a lot. And then I said, well, and he was really trying to get me to leave with him. And he was like, well, good for you for not leaving. I'm like, yeah, but he was getting really aggressive. Like, if I didn't leave with him, he was just going to take me. But see, I would have gone kicking and screaming. There would have been no way he would have gotten me out of there. And I remember he was very, very good looking. Very good looking. And he asked if I thought I could identify him in a lineup. And I said, I think so. And I said, my girlfriends may be able to also. And he was like, okay, good. So, I mean, there was more to it than that, but, you know, just the gist of it. All right, I'm sorry. This isn't quite right, but it's getting there. So a couple weeks later, maybe 1 or 2 weeks later, I don't know, it was shortly after the milk bar incident, the police found an abandoned car on Dutton Island off of Mayport Road, which the Navy base was on Mayport Road. It was way down at the end of Mayport Road, and it still is. I don't know why I said was. But Dutton Island at the time was just a shady little place where people would go to do drugs and fool around and stuff. It wasn't a safe place to go, especially at night, and it was not a park. Now it's this beautiful park. I love it. But the police found a car there, and there was a woman reported missing, and this was her car. And so they searched the car, they looked in the trunk, and her body was found in the trunk. She was a Navy wife. She lived on the Navy base, and she had 2 kids. Well, she was not, I don't want to say she was well known in the community, but she stopped, there was this convenience store she would stop at to get gas and stuff, and they knew her there. So they were able to give information when they were interviewing and trying to find her when she was first reported missing. They found her car pretty fast, but she was reported missing, and this is just what I gather from interviews that took place afterwards. They spoke to the employees at the convenience store. A couple of them knew her, and they said this young man asked for a ride back to the base, and she gave him a ride. And they said they didn't feel good about it, but I guess they didn't do anything to stop it. And so I don't know to this day how he got control of her to go get her down to Dutton Island and get her car there. I'm not sure of the exactly what happened. But because of this, they were also able to obtain video footage of him from the convenience store slash gas station. And with that, combined with the description I gave, they were able to make the connection between this man and the girl that was found by the river. And it was the same thing. She was strangled both pre and post mortem. And so that's how they caught him. I know it's a creepy story. It is creepy, doesn't it? It sounds like a movie, but it should be a movie, a true movie. That's what happened. And when they caught him, they found out that he had joined the Navy because he was in trouble back at home. I believe he was from Illinois somewhere. He was in trouble for touching young girls like 15, 16 years old. And instead of sending him to prison, they gave him the option. You can either join the military or you can do time. And so he came to our town and murdered 2 girls, and one of them could have been me if I was stupid enough to go with him. I'm not saying that girl was stupid. I mean, she could have been walking on her own and he grabbed her. I don't know. So I don't want to say she was stupid. I'm just saying it would have been stupid for me to go with him. But yeah, so that happened here, 1990-ish. I wasn't quite 21 yet, so no, it was 1989, because I don't think I was quite done with high school yet. So yeah, that was really super creepy. And I don't know how much my description really helped, but I guess it helped a little bit since they had the video from the gas station and everything. It was really weird. It was scary. It was surreal. I remember being really shaken up about it, because just thinking how close I was to that, how it could have easily been me. If it was a night when I was really pissed off at my mom or something, I probably would have gone with him. No, I don't think I would have, actually. But yeah, that was another weird story from my younger days. It was weird and creepy. Oh, and I did have to go to a lineup and identify him. So, and I was like, they were like, take your time, and I'm like, it's 2. I don't remember if it was 2, but they were like, it was a very, SVU moment. They're like, well, just take your time, it's 2. They're like, well, you don't have to, you can take your time. I don't have to, that's him. And they're like, okay. And it was him, and I know it was him. So, because my memory was a lot better back then than it is now. Although I do remember a lot of stuff now, I'm finding things, details. But anyway, that's it. Thanks so much. And so I did this makeup look because this is kind of a look girls would do. They would like have their hair like this and do heavy green and black or purple and black, and then wear a big black sweater, a short skirt, black leggings, and black boots. There's a lot of black going on. So, all right, well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'll talk to all of you later. Bye.